The Heisman Trophy finalists have officially been announced. You've got Dillon, Gabriel, Travis Hunter, Ashton, Jeanty, Cam Ward. Not a ton of surprises here. Travis Hunter, of course, the far and away favorite to win the Heisman Trophy, cleaning up last night, too, with 3 national awards. Let's welcome in our friend Richard Johnson to roll through these in order of the odds, and you're going to give us the case for each of them. We'll start with Travis Hunter. This is a tough one, but make the case. Why does he deserve to win the Heisman Trophy?
Do not give me that malarkey that snaps are not a stat. Emily, snaps are unquestionably a stat, excuse me. This guy has played over 120 snaps in 10 of Colorado's 12 games. That is a Herculean feat, the likes of which we have not seen in modern college football. It doesn't matter. This guy's got 92 catches, 1152 yards, 11 pass breakups, 4 interceptions. He does it all. And a lot of people say, oh, well, his defensive stats aren't that gaudy. It's because they're not throwing him the ball. They're not throwing the ball to that side of the field because Travis Hunter is erasing a side of the field for opposing offenses because he's so good at corner. I tend to think, honestly, he's a better corner than he is a wide receiver. But no matter what, he is my Heisman Trophy winner, and it's not close.
Yeah, I mean, the oddmakers would agree with you. He's minus 2,000 to win the award. So you do assume that he is the one that's going to be taking home the hardware, but there are some other very worthy competitors there. Let's go to Ashton Jeanty. Why is he so worthy of a ticket to New York City?
Well, Jeanty has really been the sun, moon, and stars of the Boise State football team this season. 2,497 yards on the ground. He's chasing Barry Sanders' NCAA rushing record. He's been absolutely tremendous. He's been undefendable in basically every game that Boise's played. I mean, he started with an incredible pace, and he didn't keep it up all the way because that was so far and away incredible what he was doing at the beginning of the season. But what he's done has been plenty good. He stayed healthy over the course of the season, even though he's taken a beating. I mean, you see it right there. 344 rushing attempts is out of this world. This guy is on another level as a running back, one of the best running backs we've seen in the last 20 years of college football, since the running back, frankly, has been a little bit devalued over the course of the game. But Ashton Jeanty is a throwback. He's a running back's running back. He's been absolutely outstanding.
You call him a throwback. Also, in this day and age of college football, he's the only finalist that has not transferred in his career. So something that we certainly love to see, and not from a Power 4 conference. So a story that's very easy to root for there. Dillon Gabriel, meanwhile, has played a lot of college football, more than anyone ever, really. But why is this year Heisman worthy from him?
Emily, I love the fact that you bring up that he's played so much college football, because at the end of the day, I think this is a career achievement Heisman Award if he were to win the award, which, again, I think it's pretty clear Travis Hunter will. But it's a career achievement Heisman. I mean, he's 2 touchdowns away from the all-time career passing record in college football. I mean, you see the stats right there. He's played really well for Oregon this season. Certainly don't want to take that away from him. Obviously, 3,558 passing yards, 28 passing touchdowns. He's been mostly clean. Turnovers were an issue for him in the beginning of the season, particularly red zone turnovers. He got that figured out as Oregon's offensive line congealed, and he's been outstanding. He's powered them to an undefeated season so far, a Big Ten championship. He has been at the controls steadily for the Ducks this season. And so I think you look at the totality of Dillon Gabriel's career, transferring from Oklahoma to Oregon, and you say, oh, okay, well, he's had a great career. Perhaps he could cap it off with a Heisman. I don't think it's going to happen, but I could see it.
Another guy that's played a lot of college football is Cam Ward. What did you see from him this season, or is this another career achievement award for him?
No, honestly, Emily, with this, there was a while where I thought Cam Ward was going to be the Heisman Trophy winner, to be honest with you. Because as Miami kept winning, I thought, well, you know, it's undefeated Miami. Cam Ward's the quarterback. I mean, he's throwing the lights out, putting all these great numbers up, passing the ball. I thought that, you know, that's kind of the mold for a Heisman Trophy winner. But once Miami started losing, I thought, he's probably out of the mix. But Cam Ward has been great for Miami. I mean, you really have to wonder where Miami would be without him, quite frankly, especially considering the fact that Miami's defense has just not played very well. But the offense that they have has been really fun to watch. And you see Cam Ward at the controls. I mean, 4,000 plus yards throwing the ball, 36 passing touchdowns. You know, he has been an incredible quarterback for Miami. And Miami has a lineage of quarterbacks kind of going back that have been in the Heisman mix. I love what Cam Ward brought to this team this year.
That's why you see a lot of people comparing this to LSU with Jaden Daniels, and that you have a Heisman Trophy worthy guy at quarterback still missing out on the playoffs, though. So you said that Travis Hunter is your Heisman winner. I think he's probably the Heisman winner, but how do you think this stacks up in terms of voting? What's 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, I think it's Travis number 1 and then Jeanty 2, because I do think Ashton Jeanty will probably get a significant amount of first place Heisman votes, just because I think some people will just value what he's done over Travis Hunter. And then I think Dillon Gabriel goes 3rd because Oregon's undefeated, and Miami, Cam Ward goes 4th because Miami started picking up a couple losses late in the season.
Let's look ahead. Who are some early candidates for the Heisman Trophy in 2025?
Well, Emily, it starts with Arch Manning. I mean, obviously. Arch Manning is going to be number 1 with the bullet for the Texas Longhorns going into next season. We all know what Arch can do on the field. He's shown it in spurts. He's shown it in relief for Quinn Ewers. I do believe it will be Arch Manning's show at Texas next year. And when that happens, number 1 in the Heisman odds heading into next season with a bullet. I mean, he's got the star power. He's got the last name. He's got the program around him and the team around him to make a run next season in the SEC to the playoff next year. I mean, I personally think heading into next season, it's probably Arch Manning's Heisman to lose, especially because he's got dual threat ability too. It's not just passing. He's got an ability to run the ball, which you've already seen. You saw it in the A&M game. He's got a dual threat ability that Heisman voters love too.
Just feels like a correction back to the mean after this year, when we're likely going to have 2 non-quarterbacks go 1 and 2 in the Heisman Trophy. So are there any non-quarterbacks that maybe we should keep an eye on?
Well, I'll give you one quarterback before I get to the non-quarterbacks. Okay. One quarterback is DJ Lagway at Florida. Keep in mind, he may be a guy who could be a dark horse for the Heisman. He's going to come in as one of the most talented quarterbacks in the nation next year for Florida. He has an incredible ability to put up highlight throws with a live wire right arm. So keep in mind, DJ Lagway is one to watch next year as well. But as far as non-quarterbacks, Ryan Williams, Alabama, Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State. 2 wide receivers that have already put up numbers this season, put up highlight plays. For Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith, I think those guys are players that we head into next season thinking who could be standout, All-American types, highlight reel plays. I mean, Ryan Williams against Georgia, for instance. Jeremiah Smith with all the one-handed catches that he's had this season, and the freshman receiving records that Jeremiah Smith has absolutely decimated at Ohio State that previously belonged to the Hall of Famer Chris Carter. I mean, Jeremiah Smith is just the next of Ohio State wide receivers. I mean, I don't even know if you could say next. It's now for Jeremiah Smith. He's been incredible. So Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith are 2 non-quarterbacks that I think you really should be paying attention to next year for the Heisman Trophy.
It's hard enough to predict early Heisman candidates, but especially if you're predicting wide receivers when we're not 100% sure who will be throwing them the football. But we appreciate you trying here, RJ. Thank you so much for breaking down this year's Heisman and next year. You can check out more of his work on CBSSports.com.